The constant lie I'm seeing on social media is men are going to come save you. A rich man is just going to come find you in your house and come save you. And that's not true. One, is not enough rich men to go around. Not everybody is going to be a quiet, kept woman, right? That's just how the world works with the capitalist society. Not everybody's gonna be rich. Like, we can go outside and look around and see this. Per the SSA.gov website, the average man does not make a lot of money. The average man makes this amount of money. So being a quiet, kept woman is an above average lifestyle. The reason why it's above average lifestyle, because those lifestyles are glorified. People don't glorify average, everyday things. Like, people don't glorify wearing a wig. It's average. Every woman has it. But everybody glorifies a rich husband because it's not the norm. It's not what everybody has, right? Women being told, hey, the top 20% of men are just going to come swoop you up off your feet, and if you just do this and you just look this way, when a lot of people who are rich marry within proximity, right? Now, it is some outliers, but I always say outliers are not the majority. Yes, it can happen, but statistically, does it happen? No. Can I wish for it? Can you hope for it? Can you work towards it? Absolutely. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, no, your odds. We live in a capitalist society. In what world is everybody going to have a rich husband? You know that's not true. You know that's fantasy. So what do you have to do to beat the odds? But what is going to happen is a lot of you guys are going to fall victim to financial abuse, because you're going to know this rich man is rare. Where am I going to get another rich man again? I'm going to put up with things that I normally wouldn't put up with from broke men because he's rich. And one thing you know that I know, that when men know they have power over you, they abuse it and they tear it down. I think that women should become boss babes and then get a boss husband. I 100% agree with that, because everybody knows I've dated the NFL player, and everybody knows how he was spoiling me and giving me gifts. But a lot of people also know how he was treating me and how it was not okay. And I felt like I could not leave because he had money and he had things and he was doing this and the third, and I wasn't getting that normally. So I was just saying, maybe I should put up with it, because in exchange of that, I'm getting gifts. But he was the worst man on earth. When I tell you, no amount of gifts in the world would make me put up with that again. Back then, she did. You know how some women didn't have a lot of education, but they married a man who was like a little bit wealthier than them and stuff like that. Sort of what they're doing today, but like, she didn't have no education, right? I remember, I don't even think she had a high school diploma. And I remember she ended up having 6 kids by a man just for him to up and move and marry somebody else. She never married him. This is where she messed up. She never married him. This is where those papers y'all talk about, oh, it's just a piece of paper. This when that piece of paper becomes very much needed, right? Because if she could have married him, she could have took more from him. But she didn't marry him, so she got like a check every month. But it still wasn't enough to like have all those kids, right? What happened is all the kids moved in with the man into this nice house, and he married somebody else and left her thrown up the dust. And she's one of the people that tells me, don't ever rely on a man for money, because he's going to show you why you shouldn't. These, oh, find the provider husband while you don't have nothing, dating shows is dangerous. It looks good on paper, but that man wakes up tomorrow morning with a change of heart and you're in trouble. This man woke up in the morning with a change of heart with 6 kids in. Just saying. I feel like since we got on social media, everybody is peeking into everybody's life. They think that they should have what other people have. And I feel like a lot of people forget that the average person is average. The average person is broke. The average person is living paycheck to paycheck. I say it all the time, 10 to 20% of men make enough money to retire their wives. So basically, you're chasing after a small fraction of the male population. Like, then you have race, then you have height, weight, like all of that stuff plays into it. And I feel like we should all want it, absolutely, but we should not put our worth in it and should not be upset with ourselves if it does not happen.